Basically, we use Telnet over an SSL tunnel.
All right, okay.
That's what I thought.
Wait, I have one more question. I hear that there's this feud going on between there's a feud going on between Theo and like some of the people from Red Hat, like Mark and Alan Cox, and I hear that Theo likes to talk a lot of shit about OpenSSL and how much it sucks. If OpenBSD has all these, cryptography experts and everything, why are you still using OpenSSL? And when you talk so much shit about it, why are you dependent on something so shitty as you would like to call it? Can't you do it on your, and why do you rip NetBSD's work so much?
I'd like to interject that Alan Cox is actually at Defcon. He's waiting to fight Theo, but Theo never showed up. So I don't really know what the story is here, but...
We're actually just feeding everyone a Trojan.
Oh, like OpenSSL?
Just like Alan said.
.4p1.tgz? You mean that sort of Trojan? Do you like backdooring your
OpenBSD kernel, first remotely exploitable kernel in history. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure. We've been taking quite a long time in our presentation here. I think we're going to talk about some other things, some people, some fun stuff. We're going to, shamelessly plug some things for people. The first is Joey. That's Joewee. He has an upcoming book called The Hacker Cracker, and it's about a young boy in the ghetto growing up and how hard his life is and how he became a hacker and everything he went on in his life and how he got to that point. Sounds like it's going to be a fascinating book or something.
I think the full name of the book is Hacker Cracker, A Journey from the Cold Streets to the Frontiers of Cyberspace. Probably, I would have to say that I'm very suspicious of this book, as it might have actually been ripped off my own autobiography. So, I don't appreciate this. I distribute my autobiography on livejournal.com because I don't feel the need to scam people into buying a worthless book. But,
the next, Unix Terrorist, he's had a hard life. He's living it up now. Then we have young H.D. Moore from Digital Offense. He is featured in this newly released book called, what was it? I can't even read my fucking writing.
Hacker Diaries.
The Hacker Diaries, that's it. It's a book of skilled hackers and black hats like Rafa from the World of Hell, co-founder of GOBBLES.
He's got mad skills.
Yeah, it covers all sorts of hackers and, the stuff they did and until they became, respected security professionals. It's an interesting look into who's working in the security industry these days. I advise everyone go out and buy a copy of that book. I'll autograph it. I'm not in it, but I will autograph it. Next, who out here reads things written by Brian McWilliams? Does anyone out here know who Brian McWilliams, who he is?
Okay, next topic.
Okay. Whose speech is this?
What's going on here?
Yeah, basically this guy, since the Unix terrorist doesn't want me to talk about him as long as I'd like to, I'm not sure what the Unix terrorist has to hide here. But this person likes to email people and say things like, hey, Kimball.org is running a vulnerable SSH daemon. What do you think of that? And people...
Can I get a holler for Kimball? Is there any Kimball fans out here?
He's out of prison now. Back in, living the high life.
He's out of prison, making his way back to McDonald's.
Yeah, I have forever. Yeah. Anyhow, Brian McWilliams also is a sensationalist. He writes stories. With information contributed by one anonymous person about another anonymous person, and thinks it's worth being published. The whole thing of being a reporter and trying to make your life on chronicling the hacker scene and what's going on there is pretty dumb, because any hackers that would talk to you and about what they're doing probably aren't hackers, other than Gobbles, but fame whores. Yeah.
should skip that one, just go straight to that.
Okay,
We have a breaking news flash.
breaking news flash. Last night, a member of ISS ex-forces declared an unholy war on both Core ST and EI. And
NAI.
Oh, and the NAI.
ISS has declared war on all of these companies.
Yes, it started with a fight last night between a researcher from, damn, I'm tired, from ISS against another researcher from Core ST, and guy, watch out for Project Mayhem, because you have no idea who's behind this.
Also, if you remember that Apache chunk vulnerability, which was in reality discovered first by EI, but then somehow some sort of shady exploit from ISS was seen making the rounds. This is an act of war. We're raising the Ares threat con to level 5.
5? Deep side, sorry, submit. Thank you, Blue Boy. Yeah. There's these two companies, Snowsoft. Snowsoft likes to...
What's that? Okay.
Are you KF? Come on up here, KF. Kevin F. something, Finster something. If you can code mediocre exploits like simple local stack overflows, this guy will give you $50 a copy. What would you like to say, KF?
I ain't got nothing to say about
/.
We do pay people to write exploits, that's true. What can I say?
$50 a pop.
Nah, $50 for 3. It's much cheaper.
Damn, that Erebus guy, he lied to me. Alright, that's all, you can sit down.
Alright. Hey, we'll be releasing some True 64 exploits real soon.
So,
It'll be simple stack overflows.
when are you guys going to write your own alpha shell code instead of borrowing good old Taiho O's?
Yeah, I don't know, not important.
Put your hands up in the air for Snowsoft. I can't seem to get the clap going on the mic. I'm sorry, what was that?
He's talking shit to the Unix terrorist.
I don't know what's going on here.
So some guy from
I think this is a declaration of war. Can the Ares threat con meter go any higher? Nuclear winter is impending.
Another security company that's sort of fun. Oh, before I get to this, today is a groundbreaking day in computer security, as Darknet returns to the public. Hack.co.za is reopened today. Yeah! Hack.co.za, all those pen testers out there who don't work for a big company, now you've got an easy place to find the tools to make money for you.
Hack.co.za was planning to reopen about a year ago, but it took them several months to code the countdown timer on their page, so they had to delete the reopening for a while, so...
Yeah,
But thank God it's up now.
yeah, anyhow,
Frog for life.
Yeah, Isaac, or whatever the hell his name is. Darknet member, he has a security company called 2XS or something like that in Israel.
Yes. Members are the Analyzer, Isaac, and Mixter. 3 incredibly intelligent chaps, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, the OpenBSD chick isn't paying attention. Hey, pay attention. Hey, you sit over there. You get up and sit over there. All right, you know what's up. Anyhow, they come up with these revolutionary bugs they've discovered with their proprietary code auditing tools. One was a bug in LS that they thought might be exploitable in some way, something. They're not interested enough unless they...
What I'd like to ask is how are we having major security companies which are receiving millions of dollars of funding publishing papers on hijacking the path environment variable to get the root user to execute something other than SU, you know? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, don't forget,